Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of Project Ozone 3. How are you doing? How's life? So in between the episodes I was very busy. I went to the Twilight Forest. I found the simple crystals that we needed in order to get into Lordcraft. And finally I did the remaining quests.
Lucky, lucky, lucky.
When I got back to the overworld, I was like, so why aren't we making additional solar panels to generate much more RF? So I went to the end, fought the dragon several times, and made solar panels tier 7. But then I realized it only gives me 65,000 RF, and I can do better than that. So I made tier 8. Finally, I was very sad that I don't have a roof over my head, so I also made a house. There's actually not much to see inside, but I do have a crafting terminal. There is a cable running through this beam, so these are all facades. I also needed a sag mill from Ender.io, so I had to make the simple versions first. I needed some RTGs, so I made an isotope separator. You cannot put ladders on facades, so I'm using a rope ladder from Open Blocks because that was the only one which worked. On the second floor we have our enchantment area and armory, also an extra crafting terminal. And in the attic we have the controller, the solar panel, the sag mill, the zenith furnace, and also this ender chest is hooked up to our digital miner, which is working in the deep dark so that we will get resources. Oh, and by the way, I needed the RTGs because I wanted to make plastic here and I needed power. I did not want to use our energy crystals and I did not want to use a solar panel because I just want to cover it up. It's a very simple setup. You get latex, you process it, you get dry rubber and you smelt it, and the result comes here. We get plastic. I think our first order of business should be to get pink slime. We need a mob though, so I have to find one. Should I go to the nether? Or maybe we can just use this guy. Ah, you're useless. Or actually we just take one of these guys. We just grab some essence. So you get essence, you get power, you also get some upgrades just in case. Ew. Ah, this is important. Okay, that's a nice upgrade. An artificial loot bag with oak saplings. Oh wow, I don't know what to do with it. So nice. Anyway, I think we are getting pink slime. Yes, we have 700 millibuckets. We need 1 bucket. Actually, I think we need a consistent supply of pink slime because the only way to make this pink slime ingot is to have the liquid pink slime. And I don't think you can melt these. No, you can't. So, well, maybe later on we are going to need a farm, but for now I just need a few pink slimes. That's it. So we just take 1 bucket and it's a blood moon. I'm not very comfortable at removing torches when it's a blood moon, but yeah, I'm in a hurry. Yes! We have him. And we have plenty, I guess. The reason that I wanted pink slime was to make some laser drills from industrial foregoing, because there are some ores which this guy can provide us, like rock crystal and aquamarine. We also get star metal. Are we supposed to get that? Interesting. Okay, that's nice. Oh, I actually have to make it first. So, fun fact, I just lost my pickaxe. and you need one more. Well, I made two of them, and one of them has a white lens, the other one has a light blue lens. This is for aquamarine, and this one will be for rock crystals. So far I have not gotten anything, but I realized that you can increase the accuracy based on the drill depth. So for instance, if we want coal, we have to dig at maximum Y level 132. If we want to skip coal, then we dig deeper. Well, at least we already had 5 coal ores, so we're not getting extra ones. I guess that's good. It's just painfully slow. Very slow. Working very slowly, but we have rock crystal ore, we have star metal, and we have aquamarine. We need 4 pieces of each so that I can start making the seeds, but in the meantime we can do something very useful, which is Lordcraft. Lordcraft is a mod that I have no idea how it works. I tried to watch a tutorial, but apparently the person who made the tutorial also did not know how things work. I know that once you finish the Twilight Forest and you get these crystals, the simple crystals from the ore, and also this was a reward from something, so we can actually unblock it. Oh, we only have 2 stacks. That's nice. That was a round figure. Anyway, once you go to the Twilight Forest, this thing is unlocked, and we should be able to claim it. The reason that we have to do Lordcraft is that each one of these crystals will unlock another questline. So for instance, we are going to need the Resonant Gem in order to make the Philosopher's Stone. In order to unlock Astral Sorcery, we're going to need a pure crystal. And the way that we make a pure crystal is that we're going to need to do some research, and we're going to need to make all these crystals. So the way I understood this is that we're going to need Arcane Workbench, and 1 Arcane Inscriber, and we're also going to need Inscription Tiles. Then we come to the Research tab, and we should have some of these Inscription Tiles in our inventory, and then the first letter that it's going to require is A. So I'm guessing this is how it's gonna work? Do I have to put you here? You just press it and it goes away. Then we are going to need Q. So Q is... I have to find it. Here. So this looks weird, and I'm thinking this should be Q. Yes, that's good. Now I need U, and this should be U. Now we need another A, which was just like this, I guess. So you're unlocked. Okay, that's nice. So we should be able to craft a water crystal. We can. That's amazing. It's actually called damp crystal, not water crystal. I used a bucket of water. I thought it's water crystal. Well, I'm a little bit confused, but I did manage to unlock 2 more researchers, Arcane Forge and Water Tools. It gets actually easier when you go on. So when you discover the letters, you can just type them in. So for instance, for crystallization, we're going to need the C, and you literally have to type the thing. So you just click C because I already used it. And now it goes to R. Then you have to find R, and so on and so forth. The problem is these guys are not locked, and I don't know how to unlock them. Maybe if we do most of the research, they will be unlocked. I don't know. I'll be back in a second. You have to type so much that you literally run out of these inscription tiles, and the problem is they require simple crystals. Now that I have unlocked crystallization, I realized that we should be able to make the simple crystals inside an Arcane Forge. So let's make an Arcane Forge, I guess. You are going to need mana infused dust. Fine. And the Arcane Forge can only be crafted in the Arcane Workbench. So this is where it got really confusing. So I put the redstone in and I put the diamond in, and it was not crafting. It says that you're missing mana. And apparently, based on the research that you have done, you should also produce mana. We're doing aqua, so we need water. The way this works is that we're going to need a void interface, and then we are also going to need a water siphon. I put the water siphon inside, nothing happened. Then I put one of my crystals inside, and now we have 1000 mana. So you should work. Oh yeah, it is working. That's nice. Do you use all the mana, or... because these are expensive. Well, yes, it does use all the mana, but I guess you get 8. And then you can craft these. And then you just put them inside, you get another 1000, and this should be able to craft it? Yes, okay. I have no idea how long I have been doing this, but after finishing most of the research that were open, now these two are also open. I'm hoping that by the time I finish the Steam, these guys will also be open, because other than that, I have no idea what to do. The problem is, I don't have crystals, and this way is slightly expensive. I might have to go to the Twilight Forest and get more crystals, and the other problem is we are not getting that much embers, because these inscription tiles require embers, and they need the ember crystal, not the shards. So it's expensive. I do not understand. This guy was not working. So when I broke it, I got this much embers. I think there was a problem with the piping, so I just switched it with item conduits. Now we should be fine. Apparently when you finish Telos, all of them get unlocked. The problem is you get hit by lightning, and when your house is made out of wood, it's a problem. Also, it seems that if you add more siphons to the void interface, you will have greater capacity for mana. That's nice. Alright guys, this is just another update, but I just wanted to tell you that I have finished all the researches, and the main problem is I cannot still unlock the void power, which I'm going to need in order to craft a pure crystal, which we need for Astral Sorcery. I think we have to make a translocation matrix and translocate something. And then this guy will be unlocked. The problem is the recipe for this guy is very difficult because you need a lot of crystals. So this could take some time, although it's just one block. I'll try to make it and I'll be right back. Finally, one translocation matrix. That is good. So if I mark you and link you to this. Okay, that's good. That's nice. So are you unlocked? That's the main question. Yes, that is awesome. Well, we're not done yet because I still need this guy and it's still locked. But if we come to the book, it will tell us that if we make an Ascension Matrix, we can go and visit some of the lords and they will give us quests, and then this should be done. So we have to make an Ascension Matrix, which requires heavy crystals, which is 4 crystals per each one. That's going to be awesome. I'll be here for a while. We are going to need 4 simple crystals in order to make a complex crystal, and 4 complex crystals in order to make each of every variant. So that's like 16 simple crystals per one of these. And I only have 20. Yes, literally 20. Well, 24 if you count those. This is gonna take a very long time. You guys, I just realized that I've been nagging a lot, and instead of nagging, maybe I should do something about it. So, we are going to increase production. Now we have 5 Arcane Forges. 4 of them will make crystals, and 1 of them will do other stuff. We also need to increase our mana capacity, so I made additional water siphons, and if we put them inside the void interface, this should have a higher capacity. Good. That's very good. Let's get crafting. After 1,000,000 clicks, we should be able to make this. So, Translocation Matrix and the Ascension Matrix. Now we can go to the dimension. How does this work? You just walk on this and... no? How do you go in? So yes, you just right click on it and it will teleport you here. I think that was just lag. So, a lot of quartz. I'm actually short on quartz. Oh, you can't break them. Reveal yourselves. No one's here. Okay. So you just right click on this and then a guy comes out. Do you wish to hear my plans? No, of course not. Yes, this is unlocked. Okay, so we just had to come here and not listen to him. I didn't understand the mod very well, and probably I was very confusing, so just in case you're interested, I just want to go through it very fast. So, the way you start is that you randomly select one of the crystals that you want, and you finish every quest line which is open to you. Once you reach translocation, the only thing that you have to do is this. You put a dirt block there, and then you link any other block to this translocation matrix. And then you give it a redstone signal, and after you've done that, the research for transform will be unlocked. Then you make the Ascension Matrix and you go to the dimension in order to unlock void power. That's basically it. And this guy is the only reason that we wanted the void research. At least I think, because that's the ingredient in order to make a pure crystal, and a pure crystal will unlock Astral Sorcery. We just need 3 pieces, so that's going to be easy. 1 pure crystal. That took a while. Oh crap, you need 2 of them. I'm not very happy. And finally, we have the book. But before moving into Astral Sorcery, there are some small projects that I want to do, like making an Empowerer. Also, a player interface. So that when we connect it to power, these things should be charged automatically. Very slowly. And a wireless crafting terminal. Cause we got these infinity booster cards from our wither killing machine, so I think 1 will do. So we just synchronize you and you should work, I hope. Yes, that is great. And we put you here, and I have access to my ME system anywhere in the world. Now that we have access to mana infused shards, we should be able to make the Master Infusion Stone and automate the production of Insanium. It just requires a lot of crafting. So far I've been doing the essences manually, and you have to make different infusion stones because they have durability. This guy does not, so we can use it inside the crafter. Let's do it. Well, I set up the recipes and the crafter is good to go. The last step is to make a block of Insanium, because in order to make a block of Insanium you don't need the Master Infusion Crystal, so this doesn't go to the output. You just get blocks of Insanium, which you can just unblock them. So let's see if it works. That's nice. Very nice. So we have a block of Insanium. We use it to make Inferium Seeds tier 6, which is also now 10-10-10. I emptied my inventory and I just want to know, just as a curiosity, how much will it give us? Oh, that's not bad. It's more than a stack. So I want to make a farm for these guys and automate the production of Insanium, but I also wanted to have an independent power source. I don't want to use our energy crystals because I have to move that thing eventually, and then it's just wiring again and everything. So I was looking at some generators because I don't want to make solar panels. So none of them look interesting. I decided to go with magmatic dynamos because I like how dynamos look in general. So we're going to go with dynamos, but the problem is I think I should have gone 1 level lower. That as well, because I don't like that. So I'll be right back. You put down a chiseled block of steel, and when you break it, you get the normal one back, which is kind of weird. But I thought 4 harvesters, plant gatherers will be more than enough, because each flower will give us like a stack of Inferium every second, and that should be more than enough, I guess. We will put the water here somewhere. So water goes here, and the flux duct is just a decoration thingy. We are going to use Ender IO conduits. So that goes there. It doesn't connect. Okay. Well, I can put a capacitor bank there. That should fix it. But anyway, this is the plan. Well, to be honest with you, I think this is a decent speed. But we should remember that I have not managed to make more than 10 speed upgrades for each item conduit. So this is the speed that we're getting it. If I increase the speed of item conduits, this should go faster, and I can also increase the speed of the harvesters. But this is decent, right? I mean, yeah, maybe we upgrade a little bit. These guys are fully upgraded, and this is the maximum speed that this crafter can handle. It is on fastest, so yeah. That's good enough for me, I don't care. So if you put a glass here, he won't grow. And that's a problem, because I wanted to cover it with glass. Do we have to put it here? I don't want to go 1 level lower. That would be a pain. Yeah, that's actually fine by me. I'm not picky, so it's okay. And also we should see how much Insanium we already have. So Insanium, 46 blocks. How much stars do we have? 40,000. Just from one plant. The main reason that I wanted Insanium is that we're going to need to craft 3 more seeds. One of them is aquamarine, star metal and rock crystals. Crafting essence is a pain if you have to do it manually. Now we don't have to do that anymore. So let us prepare the seeds. These guys are also 10-10-10. I did not 10-10-10 the rock crystal one because I was like, we have plenty of those ores and how many rock crystals do we need? And I was just lazy, so these two will do. The reason that I'm trying to rush through the mod pack right now is that I want to reach Energy Condenser Mark II as soon as possible, because right now when I want to do something, I have to literally craft every single item, gather everything. So for these bricks, I had to make dust, I had to make clay, I had to smelt it, I had to make bricks, and then you have to smelt it again to get these kind of dark bricks. With EMC, we just duplicate stuff, which makes life for me very easier. Of course, I can automate the production of stuff and gathering resources using mystical agriculture, but the problem is once we get to Energy Condenser Mark II, then those things will be obsolete and we don't need them anymore. So why waste time on making contraptions that we have to remove in the future episodes? So we're going to do Astral Sorcery now. Did you chisel them all? Oh, okay, that's good. And see how much we can progress. We're going to need a resonating wand and a luminous crafting table. The good thing about Astral Sorcery is that every time that you make the crafting table of each chapter, it will unlock the next chapter for you. So once we made the luminous crafting table, now the exploration chapter is open to us. So once we make this one, the Starlight crafting altar, we will unlock chapter 3. And once we get to chapter 3, we should be able to make the resonating gem, which is awesome. So let me gather some stuff and I'll be right back. Now that it's nighttime, we have enough starlight to make light wells. So let's make one. And I have rock crystals in my inventory so that I can make more. So you go there, give me another one. We put them next to mechanical users and we set this to activate block with item. And then it should put it automatically inside and we should get liquid starlight. It has a weird animation. And we are getting it inside the drum. Oh, we have more than one bucket. That is good. So we can proceed and craft the next crafting altar. So make that one for me as well. Thank you. Oh cool, we have him. So attunement is now unlocked and we can make the next tier of the crafting altar. And then I think in the next chapter we should be able to make the Starlight Infusion. So it seems we cannot craft this guy here because we are not getting enough starlight and it's almost midnight. So this is going to be problematic because I cannot find a high concentration area because it's the void everywhere. We might have to go higher. How higher do I have to go? I'll be right back. This is Y level 246 and we are not that far from the build limit. So we are getting more starlight during the day. So I'm hoping it should work during the night. Could take some time though. We have plenty of starlight and we can craft this guy. Okay, that's good. We finally have him. And the only thing I have to do is to adjust the platform and make the Starlight Infusion altar. Then we are almost done. And finally, we can make the infusion altar. So I made the multi-block structure and I'm hoping that I did it correctly because making this thing is not easy. Will you give me one? Yes, it's working. Our first resonating gem. Oh, this is so good. Alright guys, I went up ahead and made a few resonating gems which we required in order to make the Philosopher's Stone. The only item that we're missing here is the Oblivion Catalyst from Abyssal Craft, which we will get next episode, and also I think we are going to need Jade in order to make Black Iron, which comes from Erebus and is just an ore, so if we go to Erebus we should be able to use our digital miner. But anyway, with the resonating gem, I think it's also time to wrap up the episode because I think this is a very long one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.